Hey everyone, this is Matthew again, and this time we're going to be doing the 11 states that are going to be having a new election for governor so far, or whatever it is. This is what I personally think is going to happen. First off, let's start with Washington. We already know that's Democrat. It's always been Democrat. Next off is Montana, which we already can tell is Republican. Same with Utah, North Dakota, and Missouri, and Indiana. And also West Virginia. Now, as for North Carolina, this could all depend on the election, this honestly could just be red also. It's very much likely. However, in New Hampshire and Vermont and Delaware, it's gonna be blue. We all know it. The grand total is 7-4. Now, we're also gonna be doing Senate. And of those states, already, the Democrats are behind by 10. In Washington State, it's blue. California, and also in New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. However, in Florida, Texas, Arizona, Utah, not Arizona, but Utah, Nevada, Montana. Actually, I'm going to take back what I said about Nevada. That could be a toss-up. We'll talk about that in a second. Hawaii, Nebraska, North Dakota, Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana. These are all going to be Republican. While also in Hawaii, it will be blue. At this point, I believe that this part of Nebraska is going to be, unfortunately, going to have no choice now but to be a sad blue, meaning that we are still seeing the Democrats behind. We also can see that New Mexico will be blue, while Nevada and Arizona are likely to be red. Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan are probably going to be blue, as there's a good chance with the 3 a.m. mailbox going on. If that happens, then they'll be blue, but otherwise they'll all be red. Let's say that that's a fair election, then they'll all be probably red, except for maybe Minnesota. While Pennsylvania will be red, Virginia will be blue, as always. This is what I say for the Senate, and now we can do the House. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing. That would take me forever to do. And frankly, as for the states and territories, I've also been doing some information on this. I'm also going to change this up a little bit. Sorry about my camera being a bit off. And we're also going to change it so it's like this. Well, Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, Louisiana, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama. Sorry, not Georgia. Well, that's a battleground state. Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, and Iowa are all going to be a bunch of red states. Also in South Carolina. And all the Democratic states will be California, Oregon. Oh, I forgot to also. Of course, it will be Washington, Vermont, New Hampshire, This is just one scenario. This has been based off of some recent evidence. But as always, this is actually going to be a bit different. These states are going to be more like blue and red, while New Jersey is going to be a little bit more blue than New York, course, Delaware's gonna be blue, but Maryland's gonna be dark blue. Of course, if we're talking about Maine, we all know that too much of it is for Biden. Sorry, I mean Harris. Of course, there's Illinois, Hawaii, Colorado, and New Mexico will be somewhat blue. While the Republicans are likely to win, Arizona, Georgia, Nevada, parts of also pretty much just Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. While Minnesota might be somewhat light blue. As for the states, American Samoa, as for that, will probably just be red. Well, I believe Guam. Actually, they're all going to probably be red, but only light red. And as for DC, that would be somewhat blue. And thank you all for watching this. Now, mind you, this is under completely different circumstances. This is assuming Kamala Harris screws up only somewhat in the election. In the election that she messes up and just ends up not being able to perform well in some of these states. As of recently, it's going to be changing each day because of how much difference became. Thank you all for watching, and I'll get back to you soon with more information. See y'all.